The World Happiness Report for 2024 released shows that the United States of America is number 23, meaning that we've actually declined from previous years. And I'm sure you've heard the statistic from Gallup that 76% of the workforce in America is disengaged or not excited about their work. So with all the resources that we have at our fingertips and the continuous growth with technology, why are we taking steps back as a society? Hi, my name is Natalina Nasruddin, the CEO and founder of Rise Up For You, and welcome to Rise Up For You TV. Today I'm going to dive into a strategy and a blueprint that we used here at Rise Up For You called the 6 Pillars to Success to help ensure that you as an individual can find the fulfillment, the focus, and the clarity you want to build a life that you are proud of, so that we can actually work against the World Happiness Report, increase our happiness in America, and become more engaged in the workplace. So let's jump in. Let me give you a little bit of context as to where these 6 pillars came from. When I first built the company, I realized that there were 6 areas within our life that really make or break our happiness and our success. But unfortunately, most of the time as people, we only focus on 1 or 2. So I started to do a little bit of research. What are the happiest countries in the world? Well, if you look at the World Happiness Report, the last 5 years, even more, the top 5 countries are all from the Scandinavian region. So believe it or not, I got on a plane, packed my bags, and I went to Scandinavia, and I went to multiple countries in Scandinavia to see and study and understand what are they doing as a culture and a society. Well, it turns out that in actuality, in their structure as a culture, they make time for family, they make time for finances, they make time for community, they make time for work and self-worth and love. And within the infrastructure of the culture, they're actually nurturing multiple areas of their life, resulting in a happier country and society. So today I'm gonna break down the 6 pillars to success that we've crafted here at Rise Up For You. And here's what I want you to do. We're stepping into the new year. I want you to rate yourself 1 through 10 as I talk through them. 10 being amazing, the best it could be, 1 being danger zone, and then of course, everything else in between. So let's jump in with the 6 pillars to success. And if you're anything like me and you like to do it with technology, go ahead and scan the QR code right here on the video, and it'll take you to our electronic assessment where you can do the same thing. So pillar number 1, self-worth. These are the thoughts that you have in your mind about yourself. So this is all about you. 1 through 10, are you your number 1 cheerleader? Do you have positive self-efficacy? Do you have strong self-confidence? Or are you constantly putting yourself down? And are you your number 1 critic? 1 through 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being danger zone. Number 2 is your career. Now, this isn't about, making millions or billions of dollars, but in your career, do you have fulfillment? Do you believe that you're adding value? Are you in the industry that you're passionate about? 1 through 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being danger zone, non-existent. Pillar number 3 is one that we often get questioned about, and that's romance. People say, well, as a professional, why are we talking about romance? And the truth is that the person is the professional and the professional is the person. And whether we like to admit it or not, your romantic relationships are like no other relationship you have. And it does impact how you show up in the world. If you're going through a divorce, if you're in an unhealthy relationship, if you're in a happy relationship. So 1 through 10, 10 being amazing, 1 being danger zone, non-existent. All right, we're down to our last 3 pillars. We're halfway through. Number 4 is one of the most important pillars, and that is your health. Now, we're not just talking about, the mental health, but we're also talking about your physical health and your nutritional health. Many times, especially as executives or high-performing professionals, we tend to put our health on the back burner because we want to build wealth. But unfortunately, we spend our whole life building wealth only to spend it on our health because we've ignored our body and our mind for so long. So 1 through 10, 10 being your health is intact, you're constantly nourishing it, you have physical activity, you're feeding it the right food, you're taking care of your mind, 1 of course being danger zone. All right, last 2 pillars. Pillar number 5 is what we call community or people intelligence. What that means is, do you have thriving relationships or do you have a lot of drama surrounding you? So when you go to the workplace, do you have positive co-working relationships? In your community at home, do you have positive relationships or do you find yourself getting sucked into a lot of drama? Do you find yourself walking into a room full of your friends and constantly feeling drained or feeling like they don't elevate you? 1 through 10, where are you with community or people intelligence? And the final pillar is money. Now, we understand that money can be one of the number one tools that can make or break a romantic relationship. It can create a lot of stress. So I want you to ask yourself, are you prepared for the future financially? Are you swimming in debt, or have you been able to get yourself out of that? Do you have positive thoughts about your future when it comes to money, or do you go to bed every single night stressing about money and how you're gonna pay your bills? 1 through 10. So as you can see, these 6 pillars really help us build the fulfillment and the happiness that we deserve in our life. But unfortunately, many Americans today, and I would actually say North Americans, are struggling to just find basic needs, to put food on the table, to make sure they're paying their bills every single month, just to feel happy going to work. I really encourage you, as you step into this new season in your life, to go through and assess these 6 pillars to success, and then ask yourself, what are the action steps I can take on every single pillar to move it up, even if it's just 1 point in the next 3 months? Now, I'll be honest with you. We do this assessment all the time with our community and clientele from around the world. My team and I here at Rise Up For You, we work with professionals and leaders in over 50 countries. And we've done this assessment multiple times, actually thousands of times. And the average score usually falls under 65%, which isn't great. So we want to do our best to get it to at least a 75%. So if you did this assessment with me today, I want you to take your score, I want you to add it up, okay? And then I want you to divide it by 60. So you're gonna take every pillar, you're gonna add up your score and divide it by 60, and that's gonna give you your percentage. And this is not a tool to make you feel bad about yourself. This is simply to ask yourself, where am I today? And how do I get to where I need to be so that I can build the life of fulfillment, happiness, and true success? My name is Netta, again, here at Rise Up For You. Welcome to Rise Up For You TV. Every single week, we're pushing out new videos, new content to help you and your team be your absolute best. And one of our mottos is that the person is the professional and the professional is the person. So if we want to really increase our performance in the workplace, if we want to build the financial success, if we want to optimize our workplace, it's always going to start with you. Thanks again for joining. I'll see you next time.